7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
Women's Wrestling Talk, the #1 women's wrestling network on the planet.
Y'all, happy Sunday. I can't believe it's almost Christmas. This is crazy. Welcome to Women's Wrestling Talk, the #1 women's wrestling show on the planet. My name is TK Trinidad. Now, for you guys who watch Saturday nights, I was gonna say Saturday Night Fever, that's not it. As for those who guys who want watch any wrestling events, you will definitely want to check out NordVPN. We got you. You're gonna just put in WWT, and you can cut those expenses in half. So WWT for NordVPN, and our super chats are open. So for $1 or $2 or more, you can ask us those questions. We will put your what you're saying on the page, all that good stuff. Like you can ask me what I got planned for Christmas. You can ask Ced what he does in the streets, all that good stuff. But while we're here on a Sunday night is we are doing Wwt Awards. We're going to list off the best things that have happened in 2025. And if you're wondering, y'all, I'm not alone because I'd be too tired to do this. Who we do have, one of our main people we have is the PR princess herself. She's been holding it down, Miss Courtney Rice. How you doing?
2025. It's been a week. Happy Sunday, everybody. Happy Football Sunday for all you people who watch football today. It has been surreal because, John retired. Thank you for everything. But we're excited to do our end of the year awards because we had a lot of stuff happen in 2025.
For sure. Yeah, I'm like saying 2026 in my head, but I know once it hits 2026, I'm going to go back to saying 2025 for the next 3 months. Because that's usually how it goes. The sweetest hoos herself, Miss, also in the building.
Hello, beautiful people. Buzz. Happy Sunday. Definitely have a wrestling hangover. It's still a surreal ride, surreal thoughts, but I'm excited for our end of the year award show. Happy to be here. And let's get into it.
Let's get into it indeed. And the most distinguished man of them all. Well, actually, I'm lying because there's 3 of them. The councilman. He's in the building. How are you doing?
Nah, you said that right. The most distinguished. Hey, I'm distinguished out here. What I want to know is, what's a hoos?
You heard that? I heard there's a little H in there, the sweetest hoos.
It's like the sweetest hoos. I was like, is her Toronto kicking in right now? That Canadian came out real strong.
Oh my gosh.
It's the sweetest hoos.
It's been a long couple days. The sweetest hoos. It's been a long couple days. I guess
I knew what you meant.
Yes, thank you for understanding. He looks like I don't know, a black cherry drop that's about to enter into a lounge. Kay McCoy is in the building.
He got the hottest bean pies right now, ready to go.
No pork on my fork, but a lot of pork.
We've been hearing all night go, brother,
the councilman,
brother.
God.
Brothers and sisters. No pork on my fork, but some of us enjoy a lot of pork and beans. Listen, this is a great time to be here. It's Sunday night yeet. You got the sweetest oos, which is also similar to how Jey Uso said it last night as well. So it's a great time to be here to talk some wrestling before we go into 2026.
And last but not least, I don't know, find your music before you come on and take yourself back off.
Damn, that make.
I guess I don't get no kind words, none of that. I don't need it. It's fine. It's a work in progress. We'll fix it in 2026 because I'm not going to allow Big Lady, Big Boss Money TK in my mood today. I'm in a phenomenal mood. You should be in a phenomenal mood too because that means you get to see the mayor 3 days in a row. What does that mean for you as a listener? TK paid up. Saturday, Sunday, Monday. It's never happened before. Thank TK. Thank TK.
I guess you're welcome. Before we get started, Will, because I know I'm gonna just botch it, say all the rules, and then we'll have Courtney start with the first topic.
Good
What is this, Twister?
Look, right, like she just look, man. Hold on. I got y'all, because she think everybody reads. So, let me
Trying to
just
get TK a shot.
I mean,
Debate.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another annual Women's Wrestling Talk Awards. I am your unofficial official host, your councilman, and we are here to present awards to some of the greatest women performers in the wrestling industry this year in 2025. Now, just in case y'all don't know the rules, we've switched things up a little bit, okay? So, what we will be doing is each person that you see here today will be going to present a category that we have for tonight's festivities. And within those categories, we've given a little bit of a surprise. Now, of course, being WWT, we're always going to be debating on who should have been in there, who shouldn't be in there. And so we're going to make it easier for them this year in 2025. We have introduced the Money in the Bank nomination. Each one of us will have 3 times to be able to use this Money in the Bank nomination for a category. So if you don't hear someone in there and you're like, hey, I feel like this person should be nominated, you can cash in, but you only got 3 times. Once we have gotten the nominees, we will all decide who we think is the best person to win that award. If they win by if whoever has the most votes will be declared the winner, but if for some reason we all cannot come to a conclusion, it will be up to you, those in the comments, to be able to decide who the official winner is. So folks like Sendil, folks like Pachu, folks like Boza, and those that are watching that maybe haven't jumped in the comments, you're going to want to jump in on this episode because you can help decide who could take home a particular award tonight in the WWT End of Year Awards. I now want to present our first person who will be going out to give our first category of the award show. She is the PR princess. She is the timeless elite who is giving you nothing but some of the greatest watch-alongs on Wednesday for all elite wrestling. Ladies and gentlemen, please give it up to Stone Cold Courtney Rice.
Oh, man. Ladies first. Sit down. You crack me up. So I figured, why not we kick it off with Tag Team of the Year? Because we had many female tag teams throughout of 2025, and we figured we give a lot of love and nominations to everybody. So the choices that we have are The Inspiration from TNA. From WWE, we have the Kabuki Warriors, Asuka and Kairi Sane. We also have Bliss, Charlotte Flair, and Alexa Bliss, the unlikely duo from WWE. We have the new inaugural tag team champions from AEW, the Babes of Wrath, Willow Nightingale and Harley Cameron. And we also have to show love to NXT, of course, of the dynamic duo of Zaruka, which is Zarya and Sol Ruka. And we're also going to include from WWE the Judgment Day. And we're going to include Roxanne Perez and Raquel Rodriguez. And those are our nominees for Tag Team of the Year. And does anybody want to make a case on who they want to go first for Tag Team?
Well, my winner was Judgment Day, both combinations of Raquel Rodriguez and Liv Morgan, plus Raquel Rodriguez and Roxanne Perez. A lot of going on here. But I think that they've had a very dominant year. Beginning of the year tag champs, midway through the year tag champs. They basically carried the entire division, even with Liv Morgan's injury. They were able to find a way to pseudo keep the titles on it and make Roxanne Perez a tag champion. So she got a rub, and it's been great to see him get busy with it. So Judgment Day was my pick.
Honey, you want to go next?
Yeah, but I was still thinking. But I will go next. I'm going to nominate. I'm going to nominate Judgment Day as well, due to the consistency of the fact that they've pretty much been hitting our TVs every week. Whether it's storyline based, backstage based, they've also held the tag titles. There's really no other case. I mean, they are the most consistent tag team for me on this list. So that's basically what I'm basing my nomination on.
Said.
My heart also says Judgment Day, but just to be an agent of chaos, I'm going to change my vote. And I'm actually going to pick Char Bliss. For reasons other than who would have thought this tag team would have this much staying power? Who would have thought that Charlotte Flair would want to be in a tag team for as long as she has? Remember, this is your Royal Rumble winner who went on to face Tiffany Stratton at WrestleMania and just did a complete 180, just like John Cena did in the later half of the year, and turned around a tag team that did become champions, that's still in the chase right now, and actually has shown a lighter side of Charlotte Flair that allows her to give her the flowers that she deserves from the fans. So for that, the complete character shift that we've seen in Charlotte, while protecting Alexa Bliss with a busy schedule as well, I'm going to say Char Bliss.
TK.
You mute, TK.
At first, I was leaning towards inspiration, but I am going with Judgment Day as well, just because they had staying power throughout the year.
Will?
We already know my vote, so let's go ahead and I will accept this award for my call, Roxanne Perez, and I guess Raquel Rodriguez as well, because when you got gold, like, what did you think was going to happen? So thank y'all for this humble award. Your councilman is so glad to have this award as best tag team, because she had both of them at the Judgment Day has been doing so well.
Yeah, and don't forget the Gringo, Liv Morgan as well. 3-time tag champions, all within 2025. The Judgment Day runs Monday Night Raw, and the Judgment Day also runs the Women's Wrestling Talk Awards Extravaganza, Bonanza, Souffle.
Yes. Courtney, did you pick?
Souffle.
I was saying, Courtney, did you pick?
I was actually going to go with the Judgment Day as well. Raquel and Liv. No, I didn't pick. I was going to go with Roxanne and Raquel only because consistency-wise throughout the year. Consistency they've just been throughout the year. I was gonna pick the inspiration, but then when you think about consistency, they're in backstage segments. Roxanne's putting on banger matches with many women on the roster, and Raquel is starting to, even though she's tag team, she's starting to be solo on her own. So that's also really awesome too. But I'm gonna go with Roxanne and Raquel Rodriguez for the Judgment Day.
Roxanne.
And it looks like we got them. Congratulations to Raquel Rodriguez and Roxanne Perez for the Judgment Day.
Thank you.
You want to go ahead and pick another?
Congratulations for tag team.
You want to go ahead and pick another category?
I can. Yeah. So at Women's Wrestling Talk, we don't focus on just the major promotions. We got to give love to people in the independent scene, because there's been a lot of ladies that have been killing it in the independent scene. So we as a whole and WWT just decided to do Indie Wrestler of the Year. And we've had many, many female wrestlers that have been almost everywhere. So our nominees are the Notorious Mimi, Vicious Vicky, Gabby Ortiz, Gabby Forza, or Charity King. And of course, we definitely want to show love to all of them killing it for the independent team. So I'm going to start with Kane on who do you have for Indie Wrestler of the Year?
Buzz, you hear that? Buzz, we are buzzing, baby, because I'm going to go with Charity King. She's one half of the King Bees. Yes, you've seen her on NWA, former NWA Women's Tag Team Champion, but she is the inaugural numero uno, number one Ashe Women's Champion. She's been defending the belt. I think she just took on Jocelyn Navarro a couple weeks ago, also Jada Stone. She's been an active champion, a fire champion. You've seen her on ROH, you've seen her everywhere. So I think in terms of just not being signed to any company and literally just making the territories, if you will, you're going around and holding it down for Ashe as their women's champion, the first one, as well as getting busy and getting your own name out there. So big shouts to Charity King. Buzz, sting it out there. Get money. Pollen, flower, all the bee puns.
Okay. TK, who do you have for Indie Wrestler of the Year? How can you?
So actually, ironically, I'm wearing her shirt. So Charity King, she's been on the grind for a long time, both a single and a tag team wrestler. So I also agree with Charity King. I think she's definitely 2026 is going to be her. 2026 will be her year. So Charity King.
2 for 2 for Charity King. Said.
Somebody explain to me how this Money in the Bank thing works again.
You can just cash it in.
Hey, your person.
Cash in whenever.
I think we about to do the same shit.
Oh God, I knew it. Oh wait, well maybe I know.
And you let me know if I'm in bounds here, because I'm just going off the year I've seen this person have by watching them wrestle in person. Got an interview with them as well, and seen them actually not only travel independent but do this globally. And if this is not within the rules, let me know, because I don't know if she's signed to a certain place or not. I know she left MOW, but I'm actually using my Money in the Bank to nominate Janai Kai.
Oh, she's a good one.
Yeah, that's a good one.
MLW featherweight champion.
That's a good one.
Will?
I just got to ask, does Mercedes Moné count?
Hold on.
No way to the Monet. No way to the Monet.
I'm mad. I didn't think of this.
No.
He's on a major promotion.
Mercedes.
She works for like at least a dozen independent companies. You can't deny this. This is.
I'm asking, like, hey, does that count?
She gets a bi-weekly or monthly paycheck signed by Tony Khan.
Yeah, no, she does not count.
So the people at Hog Wrestling.
Charitable work's happening across the globe, you know?
You know what I'm saying? I'm like, who had a better independent wrestling scene run than 13 Belts Monet?
Where the organs at?
You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, man. See, no one cannot not answer that.
No, it's the silence is shock and confusion.
I just said where the organs at. We got no organs. The organs should be playing while the professor is talking. Like,
I mean, we got this. But if she does not count, I will have to also go with Charity King. She's just incredible.
Sindel, you're absolutely correct. It's finna sound like the end of Saturday Night's Main Event in here talking about some damn Mercedes Moné.
No, I'm just trying to know the rules. That's it. I'm just trying to know what the rules are for this award show.
Triple H, we got Triple C in here, Councilman.
Honey.
Boo him.
Chester Councilman Carter.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I was like waiting for you. Honey.
Yeah, no worries. I'm actually going to nominate, and far be it from me as being a Jersey girl myself, for me not to go for somebody who's also a Jersey girl. I am going to go with Vicious Vicky. She has been known for a lot of key qualities as an indie wrestler. You know, she's highlighted by her role pretty much as like a benchmark champion in different promotions. She's won the ECW Women's Championship, Recombination Championship, well, wrestling, ISPW as well. She's always in high profile, like crucial match placement here and there. She also had a major match against Tessa Blanchard earlier this year in May 2025. She's an undeniable and consistent, hard-hitting worker, as also having the pleasure of seeing her up close as well. I feel like she embodies the spirit of an indie wrestler of the year, serving as like a dominant champion in the Northeast as well. And she's just done. I feel like she definitely deserves her flowers. So I nominate Vicious Vicky.
I like Vicious Vicky. She's good.
For me, this is kind of a no-brainer because I'm also from Jersey. I gotta go with Vicious Vicky only because since I started doing commentary for ISPW, she's been wiping the floor on wrestling. She's like a future star in the making. And also she's made an appearance on TNA television this year because I have seen her post. She is making a name for herself. And like Honey said, she's been on there, the Northeast. I was very happy to commentate during the first Girl Power Pro Wrestling where she main evented against a well-known person, Gabby Forza, and they tore it down. And I was very, very happy to see. And it's definitely a future star in the making. And with the fact too, what happened last week, where she wrote a heartfelt post to John Cena, and John Cena retweeted it. And from Fightful to WrestleZone to every publication that you can think of, they shared it on socials, and she got to meet her hero, John Cena, this past week. So the sky is the limit for her. But I'm going with Vicious Vicky.
Wait, y'all say she?
I mean, you both said you're voting for her because you guys you're familiar with Jersey. Like you led with that. Is that a good reason to? I mean, I think Vicious Vicky is great too, but you started off with the fact, like the proximity.
First off, TK, don't act like you don't be doing that when your Canadians come up here. So let's not act like you don't be doing it. Like you don't represent for your Maple Leaves when they be up here.
I mean, I could have been Katrina Creed from Canada. There are people from Canada I could have put in for indie wrestler too. And I'm not saying that you guys should take it out because I all the qualities that you both said, Vicious Vicky definitely deserves. She's been on the grind. She's had an incredible journey. I'm just saying the first thing you guys led with was I'm a Jersey girl or I'm an East Coaster, and I'm being I guess what did they call it, an agent of chaos. So I'm just.
Are you trying to start like reignite a digital East Coast West Coast beef? Because we can't.
She's trying to start some chaos.
Yeah.
That's not real Canadian of you.
Does this one go out to the?
Katie Lang over here.
Is there a tie? Is this going to the audience?
No, Charity King won because 3 people picked her.
Okay.
But also, did y'all say she was on
three?
TNA?
There's 3 votes for Charity.
Who's that? Vicious Vicky? Yeah, against
she made an appearance on TNA.
I mean, Marsha Day.
Also, so a contract was made to be on a major promotion.
Boo! Independent, not the same.
Oh Lord!
Oh wow,
man!
It's like I'm just listen. I'm just making sure I understand.
Yes.
That's all.
Just get some clarification there. Yes.
But you're next, honey.
You gonna let me present?
Yes.
Congratulations, Charity King. She's indie here, so we got to give her congratulations.
Charity King, congratulations. Ashe Wrestling, what up? Bonner, Professor, what up, man?
Hashtag Bonner5.
Bonner5, baby.
Yes,
Come
indeed.
through.
Shout out to Charity King, taking home
Call
Indie
her
Wrestler of
matches.
the Year. Our next presenter, you know her as the sweetest Oos. You also have seen her go ballistic with emotions on Honey Night SmackDown with some of the top moments of 2025, and she is here to present the next 2 categories. Everybody, please give it up for Wrestling with Honey.
Introductions, yes.
Thank you, Councilman. Thank you.
Take notes, TK. That's how you introduce people.
All right, I got you.
Need a
Alrighty.
teleprompter.
Alrighty, y'all. So the next category for our WWT Awards here is pretty much to celebrate women's wrestlers who have made the most significant leap forward in their abilities and their presence overall on their rosters. And we have a pretty good group of nominees on this list, I must say. First, we have Maxine Dupree of WWE.
Mhm.
We've seen her improvement throughout, her being in the dungeon, her continuing to work on her craft, also shocking the world and becoming the Intercontinental Championship, stealing a moment from the man Becky Lynch, pretty much solidified her stamp in where her placement will be in the future for WWE. We have NXT's women's champion JC Jane, who we know she's taken her experience from tag team to being the leader of the pack, and following pretty much the end of one dominant faction, she still shined through with some replacements and some switches around, with that. She also held the NXT championship at a point where people thought she was going to be a transitional champion, and therefore she is still reigning and defending, even though she did lose it. Next nominee, we have Persephone from CMLL, who is pretty much improved dramatically as she's gone forward in her career, from a promising rookie wrestler to now a highly consistent profile character on TV. Number 4, we have Xia Brookside, formerly known as Xia Li from NXT, who's definitely evolved dramatically, improved significantly in her physicality, in her execution as a women's wrestling artist. Then we also have Queen Aminata, who we know and love here. She's leveraged her independent appearances, also going into TV realms as well. And she's definitely proof of a woman who deserves to be on this list. But however, these are great nominees. But I am going to do something that just might shock the WWT universe. I'm going to cash in a Money in the Bank nomination. And that cash in will belong to
Look at Ced's face.
none other than who I think has been an improvement this year in 2025. And that is... Wait, I missed it. Oh, I missed one. I'm so sorry. I missed one. I apologize. That's what happened. This is bad. Yeah. So I apologize. I missed.
Just lift the shades. Lift the shades. I just want to see how low your eyes are.
No, you're good.
She couldn't wait to throw that in there.
Scrolling through this list, and I completely missed her name. I went too far. I'm sorry, because she was actually going to be my cash, and I apologize. But never mind that. Negate that. Lola Vice is also on this list as well. And we know her improvements, don't we, Sid? You've definitely kept us in the loop all year round as to why Lola Vice is probably one of the most improved wrestlers from NXT roster. And I'm going to go for Lola Vice. So yeah. I was going to use Lola as the cash in. I was.
He's like, and I'm selected first. Lola Vice.
No, Courtney selected hers first when she presented, so I just
She went last.
I mean,
I went last.
From like a scale, like on a scale from Rob Van Dam to Matt Riddle, where are you?
I'm telling you, boy, that hoodie boy is changed.
Where, like,
wow,
wow, hoodie gonna change you, bro.
Man.
Did the Steelers play? Did y'all win? Is that what that is?
No, we play tomorrow. We play
tomorrow.
You must know y'all gonna win or something. You hype.
Hey. She plays my Dolphins tomorrow.
That's a team.
I mean, we're not. I'm not worried, Courtney. No offense. I love you, sis, but I'm not worried about this team.
In the snow. In the snow, by the way. in the James Winston snow.
We're gonna be eating some mahi tacos tomorrow. That's all I
I
know.
don't watch sports, so don't be listening to me.
All right.
Sports ball.
So Honey and
Sorry
Ceds
for
votes
the
Lola.
confusion, everyone.
So you
No,
chose
good.
Lola.
Honey
We
and
got
Ceds.
2 for Lola.
Yeah, Honey.
Hold
two for
on,
Lola.
don't be just disqualifying my time to speak.
Right. Let him
Go
go.
Since we all know where I'm at with this, I'm just gonna point some facts out. Lola's been doing this on multiple brands. She could easily go up to SmackDown right now, but she hasn't. She's had multiple title shots as well as a tag team title shot in AAA. She's been in 2 countries carrying banners for AAA while still being a pillar of the NXT Women's Division. Over 100 matches this year. Fact check me if you want. I don't care. That's the number I put out there. Your most improved wrestler is Lola Vice. Title or no title, it's on the way. She got the Mr. Iguana Man over, building up people's characters. About to make Damian Priest relevant once they let her go up there.
Oh, geez.
Need I say any more?
Wow, that was quite a statement.
I expect the rest of this panel to have a sea of blue, much to what I wanted years ago. Do the right thing.
Lola hashtag Lola 2025. Moderator, who's next?
Honey, you select who goes.
I'm sorry. I'm just laughing at the chat, guys. I'm sorry.
Oh, I'm like,
I couldn't catch my breath for a moment. But yes. Okay.
So the answer is Matt Riddle. Okay, from RVD, we're at Matt Riddle levels. Okay.
Now more like Cheech and Chong. So
Oh, that's
there's
vintage.
smoke coming
Nice.
from behind your shades. You can see.
Yeah.
okay. So everybody picked theirs then.
No.
No.
You're telling me you're telling me who's next. Oh, you're telling me who's next to pick. Sorry, never mind. Sorry. I'm sorry. We'll just go next. Oh my gosh.
Oh, I know what it is. Levels of Jeff Hardy against Sting in TNA. Yeah, that's where we're at now. We're Jeff Hardy and Sting.
If this all goes according to plan, honey, I'll join you. And
Yeah.
libations.
Oh shit,
Dylan, we don't drink eggnog. We drink coquito.
She
Yeah.
did all that before she got on here.
Honey is currently Jeff Hardy at Victory Road 2011.
Bro, she said, all right, so everybody went. Y'all ready for the next category?
No.
Will go, Councilman. You're next.
As much as I want to pick Lola Vice, as much as I do, I gotta go Maxine Dupree. Because to go from you can't wrestle to wrestling the best in the world, and I'm not saying that, Sports Illustrated said it, Bleacher Report is saying it,
Just
and to beat her for the title, like that's an improved story you cannot like deny. I think if they would have, if Hickenbottom would have done the right thing and put at least one strap on Lola, I'd have been all sold on Lola. But it was winning that IC title against Becky Lynch that just changed everything. I know, yeah. I'm telling you, I was all Lola Vice till that happened because I had been talking about it. I was like, yo, she's really improved across multiple platforms. But yo, to go from being Maxine Dupree's like assistant with fashion and just a personality to the Alpha Academy to now really being the only one in that group wrestling this whole year. That's an improvement that you just can't not acknowledge. So I gotta go Maxine Dupree for this.
All right, that's a good case, boss lady.
So yeah, Maxine is the name that really stuck out to me as well. I think when Maxine came on the scene, because of her aesthetic, her look, I think a lot of people kind of dismissed her. And she definitely put in the work. and she could have definitely been on that chopping block. So I am also, Maxine Dupree.
Stone Cold Courtney. Who you got?
I do give credit to what? I do give credit to Lola because she's putting in the work for AAA. She's been doing a lot of work this past year. But when I think of improved, I always have to go with Maxine Dupree, because if you remember her interview she did with Chris Van Vliet, she did talk about it a lot, and a lot of people trashed her on social media saying she could not wrestle. So she flipped it and trained it into the best wrestler that she can be. And she's been doing it consistently. The only person from Alpha Academy to be wrestling. So for her to really improve, and also with the fact to wrestling with Natalya in the dungeon and really starting to improve a bit and winning the women's intercontinental title, that's very huge. And I have to give so much prop to her, because at first she didn't even learn how to wrestle, and now she's learning how to wrestle in a heartbeat. And I'm very intrigued on what she's going to do with this women's intercontinental title moving forward. So I'm taking Maxine.
Mr. McCoy.
Yes, and I will end this.
The private chat, though.
Do the right thing, man. Do the right
I
thing.
do the right thing. You know what? I enjoy education, and Maxine Dupree has helped with the accreditation of Alpha Academy. She's completed the academy with flying colors. She passed by becoming the first champion out of the Alpha Academy, becoming your women's intercontinental champion. So I'm going to have to go with Maxine Dupree. Thank you.
That's not what we discussed in the chat, Kane.
I'm sorry.
That's not what we. Hold on. Cut his mic. That's not what we discussed.
We got to go back.
Yo, look, if you gonna blame anybody, blame Hickenbottom, because all he had to do was give her one title, and she would have got this.
She had many chances.
No one's denying that she has improved herself, and I would say this: she has improved herself to be a WWE superstar. Like, she is ready for the main roster.
And the only tiebreaker was the fact that Maxine has gold now. Lola's gold will come in 2026, and I think she's going to have multiple championships. I think she's going to beat La Flamer for the AAA Reina de Reinas Championship. Sorry to all my Spanish speakers out there. My bad. Basura. But I think that, especially the honey, I'm so sorry. But it's just one of those things where with Maxine winning that championship, having her 1, 2, 3 kid moment, I think that that put her over. I would have, and even if we would have seen Lola with Damian Priest on Friday night against Aleister Black and Zelina, no last name, maybe, but I got to go with Maxine here.
Malachi.
Yeah.
Wrong company.
Never say that word again.
This is the second year you guys have done this to me. I just want you guys to know that. And
I'm sorry, man.
Nobody's welcome to the Loretta Asada. I'm just saying. In case you're going out today, we're stopping the mail. Asada's canceled. It's canceled.
Yo, we didn't do anything. Said Hickenbottom did this. Hickenbottom didn't make her a champ when she needed to be a champ. It was plenty of times she could have won the North American Championship. There could have been plenty of times when she won the NXT Championship, and it didn't have to be a long run. And it's dirt ass that he's treating her along with Kalani, Jordan Grace, and the rest of them like that, because they carrying that brand.
So that would make Maxine the winner.
Yes.
Congratulations to Maxine. Everybody, round of applause. Most improved.
Hit him with the heat, honey.
It's just me, Oos. Part 4, bitch. It's just me, Oos.
You know what?
Part 4,
You know
bitch.
what? Somebody send me that because I want to post that myself.
It's already
Honey
been said.
Huso.
Sorry.
She's really a Huso.
No, wait,
feeling
Wait,
all of
wait, said left.
What?
Oh,
That's
Oh,
hilarious.
so this is a
okay.
so is this a commercial break?
thought
for
at
the
least-
next topic?
Well, I mean, you
Yeah,
can at
well,
least
at
do
least
the
you
next
can stay for
next
wrestling.
category. Yeah, you can.
said is disgusted and he has to go.
Yeah, he's going to vomit now. So
He's gonna go
He'll be
scream
back
into
momentarily.
scream into a pillow or something.
But-
Let's go to our next category: ring gear.
Yes.
Excited about
I'm,
this.
I'm sorry, Kane. Is
Yes,
it
go
your
ahead,
turn?
sir.
Is it your turn?
Is it you?
It is.
I
Honey.
mean,
It was still her category.
oh, still honey. Oh,
Yeah. I felt
So
that in
my
the
whole
Yo,
damn
I wrote it
category,
in the
bro.
I'm
chat
not
too.
focused.
To be clear, Kane, she
Oh, I
has
said
one more category.
I saw Seds making a tie when I was so concerned about his Lola his vices. You know what I mean? There's a lot of vices happening on the show right now. Clearly,
Oh, my whole
Clearly.
damn
Clearly.
category, King.
They
That's what
they drunk
No, you
and
have
smoke
it.
way too much in the green room. That's
I'm
what
gonna
they
interrupt
do.
everybody and say that you guys robbed the chat for being able to pick a category by not making it a tie. We could have
Well, that
left
was
things
okay.
up to the chat and
Said is he's not gonna
use
let
the
this
full
down.
rules of this tournament by letting the chat decide. And you guys
We need
robbed
to
the
make
chat.
sure that we need to make sure we vote the same way next year just to see what Said does on the third time.
on the buy. Yeah, it's just gonna be an ongoing bit. Like
Damn.
Lola's gonna defeat Obafemi for the NXT Championship, and we're gonna choose like Ivy now. Like
That was good,
but Ivy now, American made.
Oh,
You
God.
know, I know Lola Vice beat Obafemi, but we're gonna choose Ivy now.
the gold center over the top, bro. Because how can you deny that, bro? To go from you can't wrestle and you should not be in the ring to
Mhm.
everyone cheering you and being the women's IC champion.
Yeah,
Mhm.
And she's what, the third now?
Yeah,
The
third
third.
overall,
Yep.
and
Yeah,
third.
and
Not denying it,
Maxine
I'm just saying we're
Dupree.
looking at 365 days of a body of work, not just the past two. That's how my mind is working with this entire process.
I mean, but it's not just two though, because that was a long time ago where they said she can't wrestle. So to do all of that training in this entire year, to again being from just a footnote in Alpha Academy to now being put in the forefront of it and being put at the top of the IC title division.
Yeah,
it's a cute story. It's cool. You know,
I mean, and from a personal standpoint, Maxine Dupree basically had to win this by herself. Her brother wasn't even there to support her. He was busy
Right.
fighting
He ain't
the
train her.
bloodline
He ain't
and
do nothing. He ain't even sitting on
know?
phone call.
He's fighting the bloodline and CM Punk and Seth Rollins and all this stuff. He wasn't even there.
She just be hearing them in the back saying, yeah, and then disappear.
Yeah, all the time. Say yeah to answer my phone call. You know what I mean? Yeah, to that. And say she gets no.
Yeah.
So,
And then hopefully
Maxine
next
Dupree.
year, Lola Vice gets Wrestler of the Year. But honey, it is back on you. Please present the next category.
Best ring gear.
Yes, please get me out of this. Get me out of this hot seat, please, so I can sit back down with the audience. Thank you very much. But this next category that we are going to be giving our nominees for is for one of my personal favorite things about the superstars is definitely their appearance, and we're going to do ring gear of the year, which we know proves that clothes make the champion. It comes, it just comes with the whole package: the entrance, the drama of it all, and the fashion, of course, and their artistry. We have 5 nominees, and first we have up is Zelina Vega, who pretty much continues to flawlessly come out with some awesome gear almost every other week or whenever she's on TV. But she also always perfects her use of cosplay couture as well, and doing show-stopping tributes to iconic characters. Even her in-ring gear is dope as well. Jade Cargill is another one of our nominees who has pretty much set a very, very high standard for, given the look through her social media, through her appearances on TV, on SmackDown as well, even for the big PLEs, and her cosplay as Storm, even, as well as we have Toni Storm. Speaking of storms, from one to the other, we have Toni Storm, who expertly uses her attire to transition it into that old Hollywood glamour and unhinged look. of feather boas and big, beautiful, timeless robes. So another great case for ring gear of the year for her. This one is definitely an obvious nomination. No one better than the EST. Is nominated always all year round for her dedication to her craftsmanship and her originality when it comes to her costumes. And finally, we have the buff Barbie herself, Miss Tiffany Stratton, who does bring very unapologetically awesome ring gear to your screens. So those are our 5 nominees. Who would like to go first? Councilman.
I want to go first. I'm cashing in a nominee for ring gear of the year.
Our first cash in.
Yes.
Our first successful cash in.
Okay.
First successful cash in. I would like to nominate Chelsea Green for ring gear of the year. Chelsea Green has had some heaters all 2025. When she won the U.S. title and she had her face all on her suit, like Chelsea Green has been killing it with her ring attire. And I feel like she should be in this category.
That's valid. Mayor?
I would also like to cash in to right the wrongs of the previous category. And I'm not going where you guys think I'm going. I should. I want to be petty, but I want to win. I'm going to nominate Mercedes Monet for her CMLL inspired gear of Selena when she took on Persephone in defending of her title.
Oh, yes.
She's had other big moments and other big gear, but that was an amazing tribute that she had to look just like Selena's iconic outfit. So I'm picking that one.
All right. So we got 2 new people added to the category. That will be Chelsea Green and Mercedes Monet.
Mr. McCoy.
I was going to go Jade Cargill because of the Punisher and the Catwoman, and basically because everything she does looks like the actual stencil just lifted up in 3D, because Jade Cargill is just so phenomenal. But when Mayor mentioned Mercedes Monet as Selena, I mean, everybody loves Selena. So I think, yeah, it's gonna be Mercedes Monet. Mercedes Monet as Selena was flame, because she only wore that one time, right, in CMLL. Yeah, that's that special gear that you
no, Wrestle Dream. Wrestle Dream, she wore it the next day. She wore it on Wrestle Dream.
Well, twofer. Yeah. So that's that 2 times and 2 times only for that particular weekend, because we gotta get it on American television as well for the masses. So yeah, I'm gonna go with Mercedes Monet.
Boss lady.
I still am gonna go with Jade Cargill. 2 things. You can do the one-offs that between Jade and did you say Mayor? Mayor. Will?
Your Verizon internet is acting up.
Yeah, well, I know you're talking to me, but I can't hear what you're saying. You're saying I said Mercedes Monet Selena gear,
and then I said Chelsea Green.
No, who did you? Yeah, it's a cross between Chelsea and Jade. I like the fact that Chelsea, she has different gear, and then also that led into a whole hat collection. But for me, actually, no, I'm just going Jade. Jade, she comes with bangers almost every single week.
Courtney.
Woof. I was gonna go with Chelsea, but I have to go with Bianca Belair. Because listen, at WrestleMania, when she said she designed her own wrestling gear, and with the facts in her entrance, that stood alone just really put me out the water. Because I love it when wrestlers design their own wrestling gear and it comes to life in a vision. And especially with the fact when Bianca talked about the story and having her stepdaughter there at the entrance and all those roses, I was just like, you just sold me on that. And really designing it and having an idea and just thinking about the story about fashion, that just really kind of took me out the water. So I'm going to go with the EST, Miss Bianca Belair.
Okay, all good, all some good cash-ins for those nominees, but I think I'm gonna put in my own cash-in successfully on this one, and I'm gonna proceed with caution because how could we forget the masterpiece of the caution tape and how easily that started selling with Naomi completely turned and changed up her persona and the different outfits she wore weekly, even when she wasn't wrestling, if she was just making an appearance, you know, the leather, the fringes at WrestleMania, her going down with her dad, like it was just too unforgettable and too iconic. And it was so memorable, you know, with the year that she's had. And of course, now we know she's gonna be a mommy to be. I hope to see more of that caution, but I'm gonna definitely use one cash in on Madame Naomi. I'm not sure what else it'll do that will do, but you know, there we are.
Oh yeah, and I still got to pick.
Councilman.
I thought you picked Chelsea.
No, I nominated Chelsea. My pick though.
Oh, I thought it was like you picking.
Boo.
You just
what a very political.
That's a loophole.
Oh, your counselor just wanted to give recognition.
Yeah, what a
his brownie points to his Canadian super PAC moving into 2026. But if I had to be honest of who had the best ring gear, it's Mercedes Moné. Outside of just the Selena thing, she's been star-studded every time she comes out. And that's the one thing can't nobody deny. All her jackets been dope. All her ring gear has been incredible. No one can
at Forbidden Door was fire, and the 4-way. Yeah.
When she took on Chris Statlander, she was she looked incredible. Like, like Mercedes Moné do it every single time she step out.
Even on Collision yesterday when she was on Collision.
Yep.
As the kids say, she got that shit on.
So congratulations to Mercedes Moné winning ring gear of the year.
Yeah, because I wasn't gonna say it.
Well, applause to her. You know, even if folks be hating, it's all good.
I appreciate my panel for righting the wrongs in the previous category. That's maturity.
You know, hey man, you gotta give credit where credit is due. But we're gonna go ahead and keep this award show pushing. Our next presenter, though he is known to everyone here, he has been around the WWT stratosphere for years. He has now been definitely making more appearances on WWT Live, and every time he is on here, he leaves people with a moment. You could almost call him the Joe Hendry of WWT because everyone is always excited when he's on, and you never know what's going off the rails. And if you want an excellent bean pie, the way he's dressed right now will definitely make you want to see him after the show. Ladies and gentlemen, our next presenter is none other than Kane McCoy himself. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for Kane McCoy.
Assalamu alaikum. Salaikum salam. Salami. No pork on my fork. What's on your fork? That's the question.
Because you fucked that last part up, I can't answer that for you. No, sir.
I just want to say, Council. By the way, Council was eating ribs on the stream last night.
You don't know what ribs I was eating.
Just put that out
you don't know what ribs I was eating, and they didn't know that on the
live. What does that have to do with the category?
They was watching. You know,
I'm so glad I'm not presenting.
I'm Muslim.
Me neither.
We're doing moment of the year.
Are we?
Let's do moment of the year. Bump it. We're having a moment right now, so we're just gonna do moment of the year. Well, I said breakout star, and no one answered me, so I was gonna segue off.
When did you say that just now after I presented you?
In the chat, it says breakout star. I was like, breakout star
your
next.
Pick. You decide what category you're gonna do.
Maybe somebody else want to do breakout star. Why do we have numbers if we're not going to? Anyway, let's do moment of the year. We're having a moment right now. A lot of nominees going on here. We're going to start off. We got Maxine Dupree winning the Women's IC Championship. AJ Lee returning to SmackDown. Tiffany Stratton cashing in her Money in the Bank contract on the first SmackDown of 2025, where she defeated Nia Jax. Chris Statlander beating Toni Storm for the AEW Women's Championship at All Out Toronto. JC Jane defeating Stephanie for the NXT Women's Championship, and Naomi cashes in at the end of Money in the Bank She cashes in her Money in the Bank contract at the end of Evolution 2. This was a very, very tough category. It's been a lot of dope highlights for women's wrestling this year, almost more than the men, in my opinion. But I think the most shocking moment just coming right at the end before our calendar submissions ended will be Maxine Dupree winning that women's IC championship. It was just such a shock. You felt like, maybe, are they really going to pull that trigger? And they gave Maxine Dupree that moment, a hell of a rub. It was a good moment to have on a Monday Night Raw, in which it somehow almost overshadowed or compared to Cena's retirement run. So it was great to see. So I think Maxine Dupree winning that championship was quite the shocker. And she's now going to become a badass, tapping out Natalya or Natty in the dungeon and whatnot, her Dungeon Dolls partner. So I think Maxine winning that was like a moment. So there we go, Maxine Dupree.
You gotta select
You
who goes
just
next.
say who goes next, Kane.
I was enjoying the feedback from the chat. Let me have my moment. Thank you. Miss Courtney Rice, what is your opinions?
I'm glad it's not just me, man. I'm glad it's not just me.
That's why you let Kane go first. That's why you let Kane go first. So you get him out the way. That's on us. That's on us.
Well, this was tough because there was a lot of moments that happened in the ladies. I mean, of course, Maxine winning, but if you want to talk about shocking and also people kind of dropping the floor, I have to go with JC Jane being Stephanie McCurr for the NXT women's title, because when you watch that episode of NXT with JC and Stephanie, it did send a lot of shockwaves to everybody in the audience, including the NXT ring announcer, because he had no idea what he was going to say after JC won the title. So there was a lot of going back and forth. And obviously, of course, people thought like, oh, Stephanie's going to the ring roster, but JC surprised everybody. And then she went on that run of obviously, of course, holding both the NXT Women's Championship and the TNA Knockouts Championship. But I think I'm going to go with JC beating Stephanie.
All right, let's go with Honey.
I mean, this is kind of like an easy pick for me, because when you're talking about moments, you're not just talking about shock, but you're also talking about what are you going to remember? What is going to be ingrained in your brain, especially the moment you know it happens. It was definitely one of the highly anticipated moments where we weren't sure if it would happen or not. But you know, in this business of wrestling, you always never say never. And I don't think any of us saw AJ Lee returning the way she did on SmackDown earlier this year. And you know, the shocking return of her coming back to retaliate for her husband, going at Seth and Becky, hearing that lighted up music. You know, the crowd was, I haven't heard a crowd like that in a while through my speakers. And just for, you know, that Jersey girl who likes to shake a bitch every now and then, you know, I really, really loved that moment. And I really, really think that is the moment of the year.
TK.
I'm learning so much about our hosts. I also concur. AJ Lee returning. I think people have been talking about it for years, and you know, it's kind of one of the things where we thought it's probably a 90% chance it was never going to happen. So I think the timing of it and how they made it work is great. So that's my vote, AJ Lee.
AJ Lee. And then Sid, what say you, bro?
As much as I want to give credibility to the cash in with Naomi, because it was a huge moment, because we wanted it to happen earlier in the show, and it closed the show and paved the way for that. I think we think about moments. I agree with Honey. You think about what's going to be ingrained in your memory, and AJ Lee returning was such a big moment this year that's still paying dividends. Like, she was in a War Games match. Her story with Becky is still yet to be, it's still being written. It's not done yet. And this is like a legit run. I think if you looked at the beginning of 2025, that's not something we had on our bingo cards, was her returning. So for me, that's the biggest moment of the year.
She dominated socials for a week.
With that skipping.
Yep.
CM Punk looking like a proud husband. Councilman, what we got?
No brainer.
Yeah. But say, you don't play it too long. Get this stream taken down.
No more than 15 seconds. You don't get flagged. TK said it best. Like, you were 90% sure that wasn't going to happen. No one thought it was going to happen. 10 years ago, again, outside of Saraya, these two are the godmothers of today's division. And I will always say that. I will argue that. Matter of fact, I won't go argue that. Go argue with your mama on that. I stand 10 toes down on what I just said. Okay. And when that music hit and she skipped outside looking like she just came from a time machine and ain't aged a day and is still killing it, and to Mayor's point, she is on the active roster, not this just like, oh, I'll do this once in a while. No, that is a moment to see. Both of them, her and her husband, like, yo, two people we thought we'd never see the WWE again and giving us moments. That is what you call a moment. But shout out to the rest of them that's in the category, because those also were.
But they didn't light it up like AJ Lee returning to WWE SmackDown.
No.
Coincidentally, also was involved in helping Maxine Dupree win the Women's IC Championship over Becky Lynch by distracting Becky Lynch. So she been all over the place. Red brand, blue brand, and now here on the What was that, a finger slip? What was that one for? Like, he was...
But we did say that we'd also give out honorable mentions, and I do have to give out an honorable mention that Cindil did throw out. Io Sky pinning Bianca Belair on Monday Night Raw. And to beat her and to beat who did she beat her at WrestleMania too?
Well, stay tuned, because that is actually one of the nominees for Match of the Year, yeah.
That doesn't help answer the question I just asked. I forgot who won that match.
It was Io, Bianca, and
Io.
Rhea Ripley.
Which is why I'm
Who
teasing.
won? Who
for the
won?
Io won. It says it right there.
That's all I asked, and everybody did not answer that. That was
We just assumed that you could read it. It's right there.
I
It
literally
said
just
it.
asked.
Beat her in
did
the
it?
same match and same night at WrestleMania to walk in and walk out champion. She walked
Clearly, I
in and
didn't
walked out
read it,
champion.
which is why I asked the question. Clearly, I didn't read it.
On a level
That's
from
why I said,
RVD to
who
Matt Riddle, where
I wish I was. I am in Shamrock right now.
like, I'm going to snap.
Because all
yes,
of y'all are
but-
off the road right now.
Yes, congratulations to AJ Lee. Return to WWE SmackDown. Thanks for being back outside. It was in a War Games match and everything. She's back outside with it. I expect we're going to see more from AJ Lee come 2026.
You have another category.
No music. I just want to say that in the chat,
No one
says-
else got music. in today's
it says, Mayor, you are up Arcane. And I was like, after Arcane? I felt like Bully Ray in the promo with Scott Steiner. When Scott Steiner's just like, he got bad joints 8 days of the week, and Bully Ray's like, English.
You've
Anyway,
had
let's
two
do-
other people present two things. What make you think yours would change?
We live,
You
man.
clearly knew you had one more
Live.
category, and that
We
was
did it, though.
Mayor, you're up after Kane. Even if the R ain't in the message. And the
I was
message
ready
ain't
to
to
do,
you,
and then
it's
you
to
came up. I'm like, English, man. What
him. I don't understand. Like, what this nigga don't get about he next?
Texas public schools.
I can't
words matter. You got to do the words. Mayor, you up
Who are you talking
after
to?
K.
I ask people.
So guys, welcome back to the annual Wrestling Talk 2025 End of Year Award.
Family holiday.
I believe we're going to our next category.
I'm telling you now.
This is the worst Hanukkah ever.
Yep.
Dog.
Oh,
This is the worst Kwanzaa.
ladies and gentlemen, we're getting back to the award show because Kane, you got another category you got to do.
Oh.
It's the worst second day of Kwanzaa I've ever experienced. Let's do breakout star. Okay, it's the crazy Kwanzaa. We're live. Happy holiday. Let's do breakout star. Let's do that. Right? Yeah, breakout star of the year.
my goodness.
And this has been a hell of a year for women's wrestling and their stars. We got the nominees. We saw her last night take on Bailey. Get the dub. How about that? Over on Saturday night's main event. Ruka from NXT. And then we got Stephanie Vakur. And then we got Harley Cameron, Indy Hartwell, Roxanne Perez, and Lyra Valkyria. I am going to go with Stephanie Vakur. I'm going to go with her. She's had a hell of a year. This time last year, she was on NXT, yeah?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Mhm.
And now she's wrapping up this year as your women's world champion. And she has the number one move that just Booker T loves. Anybody else who may enjoy professional wrestling and Satan, the devil's kiss, she's killing it with that. So shouts to Stephanie Vaquer, man, doing her thing. That's my choice.
Anyone who enjoys wrestling and Satan, this is what you said?
Because it's a devil's kiss, you know. So
That's what he said.
maybe you don't like wrestling and you love Satan and you're like devil's kiss. That's how you hook
You
them.
hit the button. Hit the button, TK. You can.
It's the gimmick. Don't know. It's the gimmick. It's a Sunday. It's a Sunday. Don't you hit that button, TK.
The
Don't
fact that
do
you
it.
even said that on a Sunday, Kane.
Do you love Jesus?
Wow, that's
If you love Jesus, you're not hitting that. You hit the button. Harlots.
That's right. If you love Jesus, you're gonna hit that button, and that's what she did. You were
Harlots
exactly.
on the show. It's harlots, man. Terrible. Jezebels.
Wow. Who are you picking, Kane?
Yeah, I chose Stephanie Vaquer. Did you not hear me say that?
I heard.
Anyway.
I heard you say it.
Next
but-
up, we're going to have Courtney Rice.
Mayor, who you got? Who you got? Mayor?
I said Courtney.
Said go next. Just go next.
Courtney's like,
No,
no.
Courtney
Courtney's
decided-
like, no
Courtney.
heat. No heat.
You decided, Courtney.
Oh,
You go,
yeah.
Courtney. It's on you.
Oh God.
TK asked the question. I gave an
My
answer. What's
God.
the big deal?
This is
Anyway.
great because I'm like a quarter to halfway of Honey's level right now. So I'm just going to be all good with this rest of the show.
Ted DiBiase chuckles.
Oh my God.
Courtney, who you picking?
Listen, I don't care if I'm the lone wolf on this. I picked her earlier in the year as my breakout star. I'm picking her this year at the end of the year. I picked Lyra Valkyria. And the reason I picked Lyra, because when I picked her early, don't give me that look on your face, honey. I saw that you gave me a shady look.
Mm.
Don't give me that look.
Just a little head
Yeah.
tilt. Just
She
a little
does have
head
shades
tilt.
on. She is wearing shades.
Yes, I picked Lyra earlier in the year, and I did get a lot of snark about it. But you know what? She may not have been on the level people seen, but she did put on a good program with Becky Lynch for the women's intercontinental title, and it did make it relevant because we talked about this earlier in the year where we were questioning Lyra regarding her character, and she did put on a banger matches with Becky Lynch. Now she's with Bailey. And there's a little bit in there, but I do think there is something in with Lyra. Now, God forbid, we are in 2025, and I do think she does have potential going into 2026. And don't you do it? Don't you do it?
I'm laughing at
But-
Honey and her hand placement. That's what I'm laughing at. That shit is hilarious.
Because
She was right by her name and just
Just let me know when it's
my.
okay to come
Yeah,
out the hive.
I'm picking Lyra Valkyria. I just said I'm just gonna stop right there.
Kane, who's next?
Let's do our chill honey. What we got, honey?
Definitely don't have Lyra for this pick, but I do have the opposite end. I do have the workhorse, that is Roxanne Perez, as my pick. We are not about to negate the record-breaking Iron Woman from the Royal Rumble this past year. Also, she has amazing endurance in matches. She can go toe-to-toe with anyone. She is literally an unmatched workhorse. Yeah, like what else is there to say? Roxanne Perez. That's it. Bye.
Roxanne. TK, what we got?
Ooh. I kind of feel like Roxanne's breakout from last year. I want to say Sol Ruka.
Stephanie was last year. Stephanie was last year.
Still picking
TK.
Sol Ruka.
I'll just give you the correct thing.
You said Steph, TK? Oh, Sol Ruka. Sol Ruka. Councilman, you now have the floor, sir.
Shit.
Did you really just sigh?
Because here's the thing. When you think about breakout star, like Roxanne's already a star. And she's proven that. So when you're talking about like breaking out, like who's the person of like, oh shit, I didn't see her breaking through the fluff and being here. We already saw that with Roxanne Perez. And that shit was incredible. And I want to be biased and pick her. But I'm also torn between her and Sol Ruka because like, how can you deny double champ Sol Ruka? And who was also included on Evolution going for the tag team championships with Zarya. Like this girl has gone from, someone that we thought was just going to be the surfer girl gimmick to you're ending 2025 wrestling one of the best horsewomen at Saturday night's main event where John Cena has his last match. I have to pick Roxanne Perez.
Wait, what?
Nobody caught that. I caught it though. He voted for Roxanne Perez.
I know. Like, swerve.
I'm gonna go with the person who literally, who didn't start the year as champion at day one, but 63 days later she became champion, and that's one of the longest running jokes on WWT this year. Somebody that was in NXT as the leader of that women's division and was NXT champion is now your world champion. And if you look at best matches of the year, she's probably somewhere on that list as well. Nobody expected La Primera to be at this level this soon, but literally the first half of last year, she wasn't even in WWE, and she's run through the ranks this fast, obviously because of the pregnancy, things like that, but she has the definition of undeniable. They couldn't deny her in NXT. They made her champion. She's on the main roster. What do we do? Because we have to crown a new champion now. Our champion's gone. Hey, put it on La Primera. She's the epitome of being able to strap the rocket ship to the back, and she's not going to sink at all. So for that, I'm taking Stephanie.
That is what, 2 for Steph?
2 for Roxanne.
Oh,
so this one should have happened earlier with advice. I went to the chat, and then my constituents would have righted me in that category.
But we gave her that last year, so that's like getting Rookie of the Year twice. Is it not?
What for Steph?
I'm just going by what's on the nominations.
Well, I mean, it's every year. I mean, she was NXT last year. She's WWE this year.
And she's NXT this year.
It's not her fault she was on the ballot. It was a twofer. You know what I mean? I think with her come up being so unexpected as what it was, I think no one foresaw her becoming women's world champion given circumstances, but they passed her the rock. She caught it. She's been jumping out the gym since.
I mean, but we did though, because we called that out last year. We said that was going to happen.
Well, I think You would think between Julia and Stephanie Vaquer, you would thought
No,
Julia will be the
no,
one.
we did not. We never thought
Given the
that.
hype.
We
I
never-
think they wanted it to be Julia, but Stephanie was so over that it became.
That's what I'm saying.
We
I mean,
never thought that. No, we never thought that at NXT that we'd be
Julia
like,
got the
in
sit down
2025,
shout out
Julia
next
would
to
be
Regal.
world heavyweight champ. No, we never thought that.
Not even
But,
world heavyweight champion, but higher, not world champ, but higher than Stephanie Vaquer on the card.
Can we get some lovely people in the chat
Given
to
the
pick between
debuts.
Roxanne and Stephanie Vaquer?
Chat,
Who
what
was
you
the
think?
breakout?
Can you
Who
guys
was
break our
breakout?
tie? We'll take 3 votes.
Not
The
not to sound like
consistent workhorse and Roxanne
15-year-old.
Perez, who has been on Monday Night Raw for every single week since she has main debut, tag team champion, in one of the best factions that they have had in the last 5 years.
We got one for
Or
Roxanne in the
Stephanie,
chat.
who was there for 2 or 3 months and then was handed a title.
Does that also help Stephanie? I mean, does that also help Roxanne that she gets the Judgment Day rub?
If you're so good to where you get put into something like that, yeah. That's like Grayson Waller being dope as fuck and getting put in New Day. You can't help
Shit
that you're
like a
dope.
glove.
Yeah, you can't help that you dope and that you just help elevate a faction that's already running stuff.
Sindel says Roxanne.
We need 2 more votes.
Wouldn't her one just make it 3-2 maybe for time purposes, or we're just gonna?
That's why I said 3 so you can have a breakthrough.
Yeah.
But if somebody else puts Roxanne, you don't.
Oh. Well,
So
but it-
Dylan says Stephanie. So the next vote will be the breaker. So if
That's
somebody in
it.
the chat, vote Stephanie or Roxanne.
Roxanne. Dylan. Where's
And
Dylan?
I don't run my Twitch.
Hey,
Somebody
you wanna, just FYI, yeah. If someone has a
you
different
don't
login to the
understand that.
Twitch, it's connected, but not like connected.
Honey, would you like to have Patrick break the tiebreaker?
Well, I mean, Dylan just said Roxanne.
Oh, Dylan did just say Roxanne, but I was
Dylan
literally
said
just
Stephanie.
No, Dylan said Steph.
Yeah.
Then he wrote Roxanne.
Mhm.
Hey, Roxanne won the category of most interest interruptions. They do be joining Roxanne's interest already in progress.
They
Dylan
really-
voted Steph.
Yeah, we need one more.
Say
We
Steph.
need a-
So yeah.
Hold on, I'm texting Pat you.
Let's see what we got here.
Just bring him in here and be like, say Roxanne. All right, go, bye. Thank you.
Just say what you just said.
Wait,
Don't worry.
we got dots. We got dots. We got dots.
We got dots.
Can anybody see it?
Stephanie Vaquer.
Stephanie.
Vaquer. Congratulations
Wow.
on being the Women's Wrestling Talk Breakout Star of the Year 2025. Good luck on your match tomorrow night against Raquel Rodriguez.
She ain't
I
gonna
see how
do
you.
it.
I see how you feel about the Lola thing. I see how you feel about the Lola thing, right? How you get Rookie of the Year twice in a row? Okay, I guess.
Gonna wreck on it, man. When you hot, you hot. You said it. You said it earlier. When you hot, you hot.
No, don't come in here and write it too, Patrick. We saw it. We saw it. We saw what you
I
wrote.
don't think.
This for history. This
I don't
is
think
just
he
for the
realized and was
purposes.
watching initially, so I just made.
Yeah,
I just
we get the whole
straight
thing.
texted
We
him.
appreciate you. Appreciate you, big dog.
He's
Yes,
watching this
yes,
and
Sindel.
football right
Yes,
now.
Sindel. Yes, Sindel. This is bullshit.
It is.
We've
been robbed.
She wasn't even there most of the year.
Chats.
She disappeared because she got sick.
While
And
that
then-
may be bullshit, you guys know what's not bullshit? Support women's wrestling in the archive.
So,
Women's wrestling didn't just show up yesterday in glitter boots. We've been here the entire time, body slamming through history.
The Women's Wrestling Archive launches January 1st, 2026, and it's gonna pave the way for all women's wrestling.
Because if we don't document it, a man might say he did it first.
This has been a passion project for a very long time. Head over to the womenswrestlingarchive.com to donate 1, 5, or whatever you can. It all goes a long way.
Let's give these women the spotlight that they've always deserved.
Her story belongs in history. Help us preserve it today. Join us at womenswrestlingarchive.com. Support the archive. Support women's wrestling. donate today.
Yes, indeed. You know what to do. If you got $1, if you got $2, if you got $5, if you got $6.30, even if you bullshit and pick Stephanie McCurry to win breakout year of the stars again, you should take all of that and put it into the women's wrestling archive. And so that way that this exclusive and great project gets put on its feet and hits the ground running at the top of 2026. Trust me when we tell y'all, if you want to know exactly what women have been doing throughout the history of the wrestling industry, staying up to date on who's winning, not just in the majors, but also in the indies, the Women's Wrestling Archive is for you. Donate today and let's make some history happen in 2026. And now, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to move into our next presenter. This man is the mayor of Vice City. He is a loyal Commanders fan, whatever the hell that is, but he is always bringing the debates. He's bringing the truth. He is always bringing in the hard-hitting questions and the facts. You cannot deny him. He is the first official political figure here on WWT. I may be your councilman, but this man has been the mayor and representing way longer before I came in here. Ladies and gentlemen, he doesn't want to ever be found, but you can always find him here, sometimes on Mondays or when TK clears a check. Ladies and gentlemen, the mayor, Cedric. Give it up for the mayor.
Take notes, TK. Take notes. And you can also find me on CEO Wednesdays. Let's not forget that one.
We're not going to have this debate. Like, take your ass.
Promotion.
Keep your ass on Monday Night Raw.
Order in the courts.
Keep your ass on Monday Night Raw.
Order in the courts.
Isolate that, Dylan. That's a great drop. Just isolate that. Why is everyone getting up for said speaking?
Nominations for promo of the year, which I think will be a controversial topic. Promo of the year. What we have listed here, unofficially, when Naomi announced her pregnancy on Monday Night Raw, Thekla making her AEW debut by attacking Jamie Hayter, the Blake Moreau vignettes, if we saw the pause between Mariah May and Blake Moreau, the vignettes that she had on NXT leading up to her original debut, Ash by Elegance vacating the TNA Knockouts champion to a undisclosed injury, which happened a little time ago. I'm pretty sure this is going to be a heavily nominated category as far as like cash in. So I'm going to make a cash in. One thing that we missed that I think was likely a promo of the year, which led to a consecutive year of one of the top gimmicks in the sport, is when we went from the rookie Toni Storm and she returned to Timeless. That happened in January of this year when she cut that promo. I think it was on a Collision where Mariah May attacked her ahead of their match and she returned to the Timeless gimmick. And it was a ruse the entire time that she was going through that to get close to Mariah May again to return or recapture her title. I think that was the most powerful promo of the year while it was still early, but it also gave us like all these great Toni Storm moments over the course of the year since. So for that, I want to nominate that. And I know I'm not supposed to pick first, but that's my vote for promo of the year. And I'm going to start with TK.
I said it in the chat. I really like Kalani Jordan's promo. It's the growth for me, and it's also kind of putting people on blast. Like I think for me, with promos, it's oftentimes you have the people who can do it and do it well, but then the unexpected ones which catch you off guard. And it's like I didn't know she had it in her. That's why I'm going for Kalani Jordan. So
that's you cashing in
a Money in the Bank. Yes.
Okay.
Let's cash in. The second cash in of our nominations. Councilman.
Who did you nominate as well, Cedric? Did you nominate somebody?
Toni Storm, when she became Timeless Toni Storm again at the beginning of the year. That promo before, that's how we got on the pathway to the Hollywood ending.
Got you. I am too gonna cash in, and this is my pick as well as a cash in. and it is recent, but I think it was very much impactful. And that is when Jade Cargill issued her championship warning to everybody, letting them know and putting the entire women's locker room on notice. I think that made everything that we had to say about Jade completely get shut down and let you know, like, yo, I'm that B word and I'm here. And I was like, yo, that's one of the best promos I've seen Jade cut ever. So I feel like that can also be promo of the year.
So we got 3 cash-ins, 3 separate votes. Honey, what say you?
I'm gonna put in my own cash in. Another cash in.
Okay.
Lyra Valkyra's Bailey Steppers promo.
No,
I'm not serious.
The Becky Stompers?
I know you're about to talk about the Spice Girl shoes.
Well,
the
yeah.
Becky Stompers? Me and my
Becky. I said Bailey Stompers. Becky Stompers. Yeah, but no. Yes, but no. I'm not being serious. I'm going with Naomi again on this one. I love the way she delivered it, and I know she meant it, and I know that's exactly what's going to happen when she comes back. She told them raggedy heifers to keep that title warm, and she will be back for it. So yeah, Naomi all the way.
Okay, that's 1 vote for Naomi. Everybody has a separate vote so far. Kane.
Oh, we finna have 2 votes for Naomi. That promo changed everything in the women's division. It was iconic. It was emotional. It was haha. It was hilarious, telling everybody that she's gonna be a mama, but when she come back, you need to proceed with caution. Which, given why she's leaving, she should have took her own advice. LOL. Kidding. Just kidding. Happy for Jimmy and Naomi. I think it's one of those things where you saw the changes with Jade on the SmackDown division. Will Jade Cargill be a heel right now if Naomi is still Women's World Champion? What happens with Stephanie Valkyrie at this point? So it was so consequential. It was such a seismic moment that changed the timeline, changed the trajectory of the WWE Women's division. That's why I say it was the promo of the year. And we got a new baby bloodline member coming in like 20 years. So it's just going to keep going. It's going to keep going. It's never stop. Can't stop, won't stop. Rockefeller Records. It's happening.
Super kicking out the womb.
Just going to come.
He's also in the ICU.
Courtney, your pick.
Shut up! I'm not gonna pick that promo. I'm not gonna pick that. It's gonna be 3 for 3. I'm actually gonna pick Naomi announcing her pregnancy because there was a few times she was in and out of character, which I thought was really interesting. The look on her face, but also she gave a warning to all those heifers out there that she will be back on whoever has her belt. But that was actually very exciting. And the fans, they were very excited to see that and rooting for her and Jimmy on being parents. And I think that was definitely a powerful promo just when she was getting on her heel character. But she did give a friendly reminder to them that she will be back to Monday Night Raw to get her championship. SmackDown.
Oh, no, it was Raw. It went to Raw. She was on SmackDown.
3 votes calls it. Naomi announcing her pregnancy is the promo of the year. Let's clap it up for that.
Yeah, Naomi. That's right.
Next up, since we do have some heavy hitter categories left, I'm going to save those for later. And I'm going to actually announce the nominations for the Women's Wrestling Talk Personality of the Year. These are people that are in this wrestling media creative space that we have nominated that we want to show some love to. We have first Denise Salcedo, Those Wrestling Girls, Lippengloss Ladders, Alex Lajas, Wheezy Blonde, Heaven Rain, and Mini Portable. I know we had some late additions to this list. I'm going to start with the councilman.
Oh, man. All of these women have been incredible reporting wrestling news, giving content and everything. But shoot, man. I'm gonna have to go with Denise just because of like everything she has been putting together. as far as content goes. She has definitely been like inspiration to myself of just how to be able to do stuff when it comes to wrestling content, as far as putting like content out, adding in cards and things that you need into there. So like just to see like the progression from YouTube to Instagram and now being a part of Busted Open. I was gonna say knockout in 3 counts. I'm like, that ain't it. But to be into Busted Open. So I think you got to give it to I'd have to give it to her as far as personality of the year. Nah, fuck that. I'm cashing in. I'm cashing in one more time. Personality of the year. TK Trinidad. Because this motherfucker is a whole character when it comes to being on here.
Wow.
That's who I'm nominating. Fuck that. That's who I'm nominating.
Okay. Let's just rip the Band-Aid off. TK, who do you vote for?
So I definitely it's between Denise. She's one of the hardest working women I know, especially in this game. But Lip Gloss and Ladders, they're out UK based, fairly new to the scene, but consistency. I think that's the main thing, the consistency and the love for women's wrestling. But with that being said, definitely giving Denise her flowers. So I second Denise.
You don't want to vote for yourself?
No.
Okay.
Denise is a
I'm just giving you an option. Just wanted to make sure there was no challenge.
I'm not you.
I'm not in the category. But
no self-glossing, I guess is what she's.
Yeah.
No self-glossing.
I'm not allowed in this category.
Honey, who do you select?
All these women are a great company. I love all of these women and the content they put out. I was definitely leaning between Haven or Alex, and it's really hard to choose from this group because they're all really, really great at what they do and how they continue to grow. They're very inspiring to me, even from watching them from afar. I think I've only met Alex in person, but I'm gonna actually put in a nomination for a personal one of mine that I enjoy to watch. I don't know her entire name, but she goes by Tony Wrestling Reacts, and they call her Auntie, and she does like these really great reaction and commentary videos throughout reacting to the wrestling content, and she's funny as hell, from Mississippi. I get a kick out of watching her and listening to her as well. She's definitely grown on me throughout this year, especially, but shout out to all the other women in this category, but I'm going to nominate Cash and Tony.
No, Cash in. Courtney.
There has been amazing content from women throughout the last year, and I do follow them a lot, and they have really have their own originality and creativity. But I do want to give props to Denise because she has definitely been putting a lot of work in throughout this whole year, from her watch alongs to her interviews to being in person. She also teaches too. She teaches being a content creator, which I think that's an added bonus as well. So she has been doing the work and been following her and just really thinking of outside the box ideas. I did like the Sabrina Carpenter reference she did earlier this year when she was at the Met Gala, and it was Gunther's outfit that she kind of 2020 hindsight if you look at it, but that was one of the things. It's just originality that's tied into wrestling, but also tied into things within the pop culture space, which I like. So I'm going with Denise.
So with my count, 2 votes for Denise.
3.
Kane.
3. Mine is obviously Denise.
Okay. Oh
yeah.
You retract your TK vote.
Well, you already know what she's gonna say. I can't be nominated because it's my show. So
are we striking TK's name from the nomination entirely? I just want to make sure.
Yes.
See, yeah. So it's 3.
I just hope on all the other year-end women's podcasts that TK Trinidad is the nominee and winner and new host of I don't know. Just make her everything.
Okay. With that said, Kane, who do you pick?
Yeah, man, we're gonna go with Denise. I think Denise is probably one of the bigger names in this IWC zeitgeist, and she's been one of the ones to transfer it to traditional media, doing radio hits on Sirius XM. I think she's had a couple of WWE spots as well. So, yeah, man, she's doing her thizzle. So, shouts to Denise. Is she still with Fightful? Well, we don't talk about that. Or was
No. She went.
Oh.
No, it's not that.
Okay.
She went off on her
Okay.
own, and she built her personal brand.
That's
so
right.
She was
Okay.
with Fightful, and then she started doing her own thing, her own after shows and watch alongs, etc., etc.
Oh, nice. Well, that's why she went to the moon. So she doing a thizzle, man. So shouts to Denise, and also she's not afraid to tweet how she really feels about some things non-wrestling. So I'm with you on that
part.
Sis.
Yeah.
With 4 votes, Denise Salcedo is your Women's Wrestling Talk Personality of the Year.
Yes. Let's get it.
All right.
Denise be outside with some things, so I ain't mad at it. She be outside with some stuff. I'm like, you girl, okay, let's go. Anyway, sorry.
You good?
Will, you're next.
And another thing. No, go ahead.
Yeah, I just want to make sure. Kane is good and okay. Just let y'all know there's only 3 sober people on this live. Just ladies and gentlemen.
Never good.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Hollywood.
The next category we have, it goes into the same aspect of what we are right here, and some people would consider us a faction, the Women's Wrestling Talk faction. But we're not a part of this category. It is about the wrestlers, and the next category that we have is Faction of the Year. There have been a few factions that have definitely stood out, making and carving their own within the wrestling industry, and we want to see who will be taking home this year's Faction of the Year. And the nominees, we have the TNA's Elegance brand. Over at AEW, we have the Triangle of Madness. And then jumping over to NXT, we have Fatal Influence. And then over at Ring of Honor, we have the Minions in Training. Courtney, who is your pick for Faction of the Year?
This is really interesting because there's been many factions, and the one thing I always look at is consistency throughout the whole year. And I'm actually gonna pick Fatal Influence because they have been consistent throughout the whole year. Because of course they did start off the year, but they started to get a little hot later in the year, where of course JC Jane won the NXT Women's title. She also was a double champ, winning the TNA Knockouts title. So they had a chance to run through NXT a bit. So they really struck a faction. Of course, Jasmine Nix left. And then Laney comes in. So that was a bit weird at that time. But one of the things was consistency with Fatal Influence. So I'm picking them for Faction of the Year.
All right. Honey, who your high ass picking?
I'm not picking either of these groups. I am going to. Well, I only used 2 of my cash-ins, so this might be my final one, I guess.
Are you sure?
I think so.
I feel like you done used about 3 of these.
I did. Remember I joked about making one. I was like, no, that's not my serious cash-in. No.
I think her first one was the last category.
No, the last category was my second one.
Well, you just go ahead. You got it. Go ahead.
Yeah. So, I'm cashing in Kabuki Warriors.
That's a good one.
only because and when you talk about the word consistent, as Courtney said, but for the Kabuki Warriors, their reign pretty much started this year with holding with championships, and honestly, I can't think of a time where I haven't seen them wrestling on TV, whether it's singles or together, but still, with the reuniting of the team of the Kabuki Warriors, and then still, going through Char Bliss and dealing with what
are they considered a faction or a tag team?
Oh well, I guess if we're gonna get technical, then I guess.
Well, I guess like Damage Control was still together, right? With EO and the Kabuki Warriors, yeah.
No, they broke up. Not this year, because remember, EO was on her own. Asuka didn't come back till like June and stuff.
That's right.
Mm-hmm.
I just don't want you wasting the cash in, because technically they're a tag team, not a faction.
Well, then I guess that's an invalid cash in then. Babe.
No. I'm asking. I'm not telling you. I'm asking. This is for the floor to decide. Because if y'all decide that it is, then we go with it.
Yeah, I didn't think about that, but you guys let me know.
No, Damage Control broke up in May of this year.
It did.
Yeah, so like Damage Control was like still a thing at the beginning of the year.
So Damage Control would be the faction, not Kabuki Warriors. Kabuki Warriors is the tag team of Asuka and Kairi.
Well, I don't know. Yeah. I've lost my train of thought now.
Yeah, then it got weird because like some people got injured, then some came back, and then they got injured again. Mm-hmm. It was like this weird like thing, and then they kind of.
Oh yeah, and then Dakota Kai got let go.
Yeah, so
it kind of just dispersed.
And then
the Kabuki Warriors wouldn't even technically be there. Yeah, they wouldn't even be there.
It's been a long 2025, man. Mm-hmm. It's been a long show.
It's been a lot of wrestling. It has been a lot of show.
I'm just gonna say Fatal Influence then, I guess.
Yay!
She definitely didn't want to say that.
No.
Mayor, who do you have?
See, that's where it gets tricky with factions because I want to make a cash in. I feel like Judgment Day should be on this list, but I'll throw a curveball. Best faction of the year when I think about the inaugural mid-card titles, I'm going to say the Secret Harvest.
Ooh,
that's a good one.
They've made a lot of progress over this entire year from when Chelsea first won the U.S. title to being in tag teams. Like TK mentioned earlier, this parlayed to not only Chelsea becoming a 2-time champion, but also having her own brand deal for clothing outside the company. I think Secret Harvest probably had the biggest glow up of factions this year and still hold a lot of gold right now.
I'm still waiting for her to answer my application.
She's scared you're gonna really shank somebody. That's why. Being you from New Jersey.
We're gonna see Honey walking around with the Honey gonna have the fake arm, because they all walk around with the fake arm.
NYC.
Yes.
What? I'm so confused.
She's from New York.
She's from Aniche.
What Kane said.
No, secret agent people, Secret Service people walk around with a fake arm. They have a fake arm out of their jacket, and their real arm is holding the toolie. So, like, it looks like they don't got nothing. So, if anything pops off, they're already ready. So, most times you see them. We're doing edutainment here. That's a thing.
I don't understand.
Pick person.
We're doing edutainment. Yeah.
Who is your faction?
We talk things beyond wrestling sometimes here. We talk about Secret Service. It makes sense. Factions, Fatal Influence. They've been amazing. We've seen JC Jane do the impossible and not be a transitional champion, but instead become the first woman to hold 2 championships in 2 different companies when she won the NXT and TNA championship. Plus, we've seen Fallon Henley become the speed champion as well. And so everybody's in gold, man. Everybody's in gold. So like they've been very, very dope. Way better than we thought they would be when everyone thought they were just going to be a what was it? Not Total Attraction. We had Fatal Influence and we had Toxic Attraction. They thought, it would be a Toxic Attraction knockoff. But then we had a Jay-Z. I just started. Boo. Tomato. We're going to talk through the music. The music means nothing. The music means nothing. We're going to keep talking. As I was saying, speaking of Fatal Influence, Councilman, take it away. Okay.
Because I knew you were about to say something and the want button was coming.
There's no want button.
I felt you teeing up about to say some bullshit, and TK was that button. So I was like, let's just end you. So
it was that bullshit Academy music. Yeah.
I heard it coming.
It was in the midst of talking.
I can feel it in my bones. Hey, was setting it up.
There was nothing there.
It was a lot there.
It's just projection. I was getting my point across. But shouts to Fatal Influence.
TK, you big.
Definitely Judgment Day. Well, I want to do honorable mention. Judgment Day. And then for a lot of you guys who don't watch, Top Tier is a faction in WoW, one of the longest running trios champions. Check out Coach Campanelli and her promos, amazing. So I believe that's an honorable mention. However, I definitely want to go with, I believe it was Ced's pick, Secret Hervis. That is my pick for faction of the year.
All right.
Also because she's Canadian, I guess, because Honey and Courtney did a whole.
I did not tell you that was going to come back. Did not tell you she's going to do that.
We're just picking our sets. We're just picking our hoods. No, shouts to Top Tier though.
Canada, gang.
Kane, never change, Kane.
They had like a whole dusty finish at WoW the other night. Like they lost the trios, but then they reversed it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, man.
If you have no idea what I'm talking about, definitely check out Top Tier, and probably the next week or so we'll be doing extended watch along of WoW. So I'll post it in the social media so you guys can watch it.
There you go. And now we are going to have to go back to the comments for someone to select the winner of the Bex faction, because I too am picking the Secret Hervis. I think they have had a phenomenal, but I think all of them picked Fatal Influence. I think
did they?
I think Honey did. I know Courtney did.
No.
I know.
Oh yeah, you're right.
I thought Honey nominated Damage Control.
Well, no, she did Kabuki, but that didn't count. So that's why she was like, I'll just go with Fatal Influence.
I remember now. Yeah, we need a tiebreaker.
Yes, we do. So to the
and
chat,
a timekeeper.
we need y'all to pick who wins faction of the year, Secret Hervis or Fatal Influence. First two people to type gets the win.
What is a fucking telephone hole?
All right.
Two for Secret Hervis.
Two for Secret Hervis, man. So Secret Hervis takes best faction of the year. Shout out to Chelsea Green. Shout out to
Go
Piper
Canada,
Williams.
gang.
Yep, and Album 5 taking home the victory. We are happy that y'all have won this. And I guess for some reason, shout out to Canada. Even though all of them are not Canadian. Somehow. Shout out to Canada. And ladies and gentlemen,
all British Empire.
That explains it. That explains why she won't respond to my application. Got it. There's influences.
You got to be connected to the British Empire,
there
like
you go.
Canada or Scotland,
and Mexico,
UK.
Texas schools.
All right.
Schools.
The next category before we get to our two big ones is we always want to take time out to highlight those that have been such a pillar in the wrestling industry. And although, we've just recently talked about what John does for these last 23 years, what the rest of these people have done, we don't get a chance to really highlight the women as they should be highlighted. And so that's why you have Women's Wrestling Talk, to be able to give out those accolades to the women who have helped pave the way. And we are issuing, of course, the TK Trinidad Lifetime Achievement Award. This is to honor the legacy. Yeah, we named it after you, TK. We named it after you, because who else be flying everywhere, does what they want? You are a fine example of what helping shape an industry should be. So
it said space for me. Go on.
And so,
sorry, go on, Councilman.
The nominees for the TK Trinidad Lifetime Achievement Award, we have Gail Kim, we have Lisa Marie Varon, aka Victoria / Tara, we have Mickey James, we have Mildred Burke, we have Babs Wingo, Natalia, aka Natty, aka Natty Neidhart, aka The Boat, and then celebrating 25 years of Stratisfaction, Trish Stratus herself. And so this is the TK Lifetime Achievement Award. And so we're going to throw it directly to TK. TK, who do you select out of the nominees to win this prestigious award?
Ooh. Yeah. I really can't pick. All these women have done amazing things and have been such an impact in different periods of women's wrestling. I really can't pick. No, I don't have it. I'll do a tiebreaker if needed, but all these women have done such amazing things. And 4 of these women I've gotten to interview, and they've all been impactful in my wrestling, women's wrestling career. So I can't pick.
Well, since she's going to take the punk ass way out, who's the next person you'd select to pick? Who's the next person you select to pick their nominee?
Honey,
when you pick, you also get her vote. So that's going to count as 2, since she can't pick. She made the category and the nominees and be like, I can't decide.
I can't decide. Wait, honey, you're just here so you don't get fired?
So I don't get fined.
Oh,
so I don't get fined.
That's the end.
Oh, I didn't know we were having fines. Okay.
Everybody's got blurred vision because of me, I bet.
Gigging. I mean, just like editor's note, we did have like a whole let's just pick one person. Who cares about whatever show prep? Fuck it. We live. We live. We just live. We're just live. Fuck it. We'll do it live. We'll do it live.
Wait, isn't Honey supposed to be talking? What's happening right now?
I mean, that's honey.
No one knows what to talk about. We don't know because we got to pick the thingy, and I was like, let's just pick one person and just shout them out, because you don't want to compare lives.
Oh, I see.
All lives.
It's too late now.
Oh, almost all lives matter to this. Can you imagine? All wrestling. Just isolate that. I was like, wait a minute. That's not going to come out. That's out of context. That's not.
How about this? I agree, and I'll make an executive decision. Since we did 25 years of Stratisfaction, and she's also Canadian, so that's that. You guys can blame me for that. We'll
no
do
bias.
Trish Stratus, no bias, as Lifetime Achievement Award. And I also have her number, so I'll just take it.
Yes. Trish Stratus.
Thank you, Trish.
Thank you, Trish.
Thank you, Trish.
You remember when Trish Stratus managed TNA, Test and Albert? There's a whole thing like TNA, and they had like that like music.
Honey, you next. You next. You next.
I am. Oh, okay.
Ooh, take away this nigga's controls. What is this?
Take away your control.
You're out of control.
What's going on? What?
Oh, I'm out of control.
Look at you raising your voice. Emotion.
I want you to play this back. I want you to play this back.
Don't you have the controls to play it back?
You know they don't have this feature. So who did that go?
I don't have the controls.
Don't we have to?
We have two categories
more
left.
categories to go.
We do.
Yeah, so we have a category.
Gatekeeper, Wwt Award, author, mentor, educator, continuing to elevate the women's division since she's arrived. You know, coming from a royal bloodline of a wrestling family. Who better than the boat?
All right. Courtney, the one that's never indecisive. Who are you picking for this category?
This is a very tough category because all these ladies deserve all their flowers. And this is a very tough one. But we did do Queen of the Ring earlier this year and learning a lot about her history. What? I was going to say, what? But if I had to pick which one, because we did see Queen of the Ring earlier this year and learning a lot about her history on paving the way for women, I kind of have to go with Mildred Burke on this one because watching her story from Queen of the Ring, and if you haven't seen it, please, seeing her story and getting into wrestling at a time where wrestling did not allow women, that is actually a reason why women's wrestling is where it is today. So many boundaries, factors, everything coming into play. So I'm picking Mildred Burke as the winner.
All right. Kane.
Didn't we just choose Trish? Did we not do that? All right. Well, I'm gonna go with Trish Stratus. 25 years of Stratisfaction.
I'm sorry if I started this show.
No, dude, we not just clap for Trish. Did we not? I thought we just did the whole thing. That's all I was asking. I mean, shouts to all of them, absolutely. But I thought we just was gonna do Trish. But yeah, Trish is my selection.
You picked. You guys were talking about Trish and 25 years of Trish, but the rest of us didn't pick ours.
Oh, I thought TK was going to. I thought TK said she was going to do Trish, like an executive decision. Did I miss that?
For her pick,
TK, didn't you just say you're going to make an executive decision and pick Trish Stratus 25 years?
Yeah, but everybody just kept on talking, so.
Yeah, you don't make an executive decision for one person. Executive decision means for like everybody. Like I'm gonna like.
Kane,
First of all, she didn't even want to pick, so I don't know where we are with this. She was like, "I don't have an option." Go to the next.
That's why she said I'm going to make an executive decision. That's what executive decision is.
No. You don't make an executive decision like, "And can't nobody else decide." We got our picks.
That's what an executive decision is.
No, that's what happens when you're like, "Yo, none of us can decide." I'm gonna make an executive decision.
I'd like to nominate the next debate show between Kane and the councilman.
All right. Who's next?
Kane has Trish.
Honey, that trap beat is crazy.
Honey, we know Courtney picked Mildred Burke. Honey, who did you select? You're also mute, just so you know.
Natalia.
Okay. And TK picked Trish. So we have two Trish, we have Mildred Burke, we have Natty.
Yes.
Okay. I too will be picking Natalia as well because she is the GOAT. She deserves it. She has been consistent for decades now. And that's it. And we're now just waiting on the mayor to select who he will be picking for the TK Trinidad Lifetime Achievement Award. But while we wait, people in the comments,
because we don't know where he went.
We don't know where he went.
How does Seth leave midway to?
I guess he thought that the whole commercial was gonna play.
Because y'all had too much damn fun in that green room. That's why.
Does Seth have buds in? He doesn't have buds in.
I don't think he's man. I think when we went to commercial, he took
Seth still uses plug-in headphones.
There he is.
Yeah.
Seth still uses. Oh yeah, I thought you had your wireless with you so you could hear us.
Not today.
Wow.
Not today.
We need IFBs. We get to put that in the show budget.
Said you are the final selection. Who are you picking for the TK Trinidad Lifetime Achievement Award?
I am picking Trish Stratus.
Ladies and gentlemen, shout out to Trish Stratus winning the TK Trinidad Lifetime Achievement Award. 25 years of Stratusfaction. Could not have gone to a better recipient. Shout out to her and all the recipients. I
thought it was on me.
I thought you were gonna do the Shawn Michaels version.
Home and native land. That's home and native land. Thank you.
True.
All right.
All right. And now it is time to nom for the two major categories of tonight's WWT Awards. And who better to present the awards than the WWT General herself, the body butter selling, multiple screens looking, frequent traveler to all kinds of islands, having hair always locked on point,
crazy segue transitioning,
private chat mentioner.
Yep. Secret payments to the mayor so he could show up, but outside of those silly things, someone who has definitely created such an incredible group based off of something that's always looked over. I think something that is always considered to be the outcast of the wrestling industry, and she's able to bring a collective to talk about the Caribbean Crusher. That should be your wrestling name right
Put it
there.
on a shirt, boss.
That is your wrestling name, the Caribbean Crusher.
Yes.
Oh my gosh. Wow.
You just come up with coconuts and crush coconuts with one hand. There's a coconut and I'm gonna crush you.
Yo,
just come with a coconut.
Yeah, you definitely. Ladies and gentlemen, please give it up for the woman that steers the ship, TK Trinidad.
Clearly, I don't. But
we need Cody Rhodes Pyro. Cody Rhodes Pyro.
Whoa!
What?
Sorry, got real black.
Okay. First off, for the sake of time, I'm going to make this very quick. So first off, I want to thank everybody that is on this panel for doing an amazing, incredible job this year. Definitely I'll start with you, Courtney. You have held it down all year, week in, week out, even solo dolo sometimes. So I definitely appreciate you. Definitely also for taking over majority of the time doing our stories and stuff like that. So I truly appreciate you. You have learned a lot, and you are an integral part to WWT. Miss Honey, the sweetest oos. Staying consistent for SmackDown. Your smile is infectious. I think it's year 2 or 3. Don't quote me on time, y'all. I can't. It's
about to be 2. About to be 2.
You have put in. I know, right? You have put in that work, and you've always about communication, and your love for wrestling and your love for women wrestling is noted, and I am so happy for you to be part of the team. Will, the councilman himself. Oh my gosh, you with your wittiness, your creativity, your absolute style, and you are just such an incredible person as far as graphics, as far as website. You also have been an incredible part to WWT, because there are a lot of things that happen on the back end where I asked Will to do it last minute and he's able to do it. So I really appreciate you. Said, I mean, I guess I'm just joking. Said you have
You joking, man?
Said, man, you from a meeting in Los Angeles at WrestleMania to now, you know, as some of you guys, well, you guys all know, as far as the host, I'm very particular on people. So from meeting in Los Angeles at a bar for WrestleMania to you as well being an integral part to WWT, and you know, the calls on random times and days, and the jokes and all that good stuff. I truly appreciate you as well, as far as being a listening ear, as well as being a person who gives advice, because I think sometimes people think you know, I don't want to hear it, even though I don't do it. I want to hear it. And Kane McCoy, man, it's been years. For y'all don't know, Kane and I go way back. And you know, there's been we've been on so many different shows together, and you know, I appreciate the womps that are given. And you two, everybody, you guys really make me laugh, and it's very important part of being part of WWT and being part of this project. You guys can be anywhere else. You guys can do your own thing. You guys can you know, not show up, all this stuff. And I truly appreciate you for believing in the dream and the product. And to everybody who was in on the chat, you know, our producer from the future, Dylan, man, you have saved me so much time, and you've elevated the brand on the back end. Dylan's the one who does all the social media stuff. If you're wondering how the clips get put out, that's Dylan. I don't got time, y'all. Also Bosa, who's not here. Bosa with our informational officer. Sindale, you've been doing amazing. You and Seds, like, I really just appreciate you guys coming in, talking about it, and then also making it fun. So it's wrestling, y'all. It's wrestling, and you know, the acceptance of it, and the acceptance of everybody being who they are. And you know, I was about to throw some shade, but I'm not. I really appreciate it. So I appreciate you guys on the team, and I appreciate y'all in the chat, and I appreciate everybody who's gonna watch, who's watching this. Gonna be the comments. All right, there it is. With that being said, our last two guys, you're welcome. We'll do match of the year. So the first one, we have AEW Women's Blood and Guts. Then we have Becky Lynch versus Lyra for SummerSlam. Suri versus Alex Windsor. I don't know if I did it justice, Courtney. Windsor.
That's fine. That's fine.
IWGP Women's Championship, ROH. Jordan Grace versus Tessa Blanchard, TNA Genesis. Naomi versus Io versus Rhea, SummerSlam. Becky versus Io versus Rhea, WrestleMania. Women's Iron Survivor. The Hollywood Ending, Toni Storm versus Mariah May. And Mercedes Moné versus Toni Storm, all in Texas. I'm going to say Will go first, and I'll pick at the end.
All right. I'm going to make this easy and simple. I'm going to say the Hollywood Ending. It should have main evented that PLE. It was the perfect story and a perfect ending and an incredible match. Like, no notes. And then just honor to the triple threat match that happened at WrestleMania. But the Hollywood ending, I have nothing but greatness to say to that. So
we'll go with Honey.
I'm gonna just quickly say and go right to AEW, honestly, Women's Blood and Guts match, only because I've never seen anything like that, me personally. Mm-hmm. So that would have to be a nomination for me.
Courtney.
This is kind of short and sweet because Tony Khan, you should have made this the main event at Revolution, sir. Tony Storm versus Mariah May in the Hollywood ending, because that match alone and the storyline right there, that just shows that they can produce storylines, but they got to do it consistently. So I'm going with the Hollywood ending between Tony Storm and Mariah May.
Said.
These are a lot of good matches. I know I added a few earlier. My personal favorite, though, was the triple threat at SummerSlam. That was Naomi going into a huge title defense and coming out on top. I thought the way all three ladies played off each other in that match made everybody look great. So that's my pick.
Kane.
Gotta go WrestleMania triple threat. Io Sky champion versus Rhea Ripley versus Bianca Belair. Io Sky makes history. She walks in as women's world champion and leaves as women's world champion, defeating not one but two former women's champions. Instant classic to kick off WrestleMania Sunday. Should have been the main event of WrestleMania Saturday. And I think that's a common theme amongst all of these matches. We've named 2 or 3 matches that could have main evented the pay-per-view / PLE. So hopefully we'll see more of that in 2026. Women's wrestling is wrestling, and you can see the continuous growth of it. And I hope that it will be viewed as such. We've gone from the days of it being just simply a spectacle or special attraction to being a part of the card to main eventing sometimes. No, if it's the best match, if it's the best storyline leading into the card, then it should be the main event. So my pick will be WrestleMania, Bianca, Io, and Rhea.
So my
and that
pick
shit was so lit live. Oh my god! If you saw it live, it was so lit live. Sorry, put that in. I don't think I've ever seen it on TV. I just saw it live, and live is like people were sweating, beer was flying, it was crazy. Anyway,
my pick, although I do like Bianca, Io, and Rio, I think oftentimes AEW is kind of placed on a back burner with some folks, and the Hollywood ending, Tony Storm and Mariah May, just story from start to finish and how ended it. I definitely agree with you, Courtney. That should have been the main event, period. How they ended it was amazing. I don't think if we were to create another category, which we're not because the show's already going too long as it is, story wise, that was an incredible story that didn't have to do with people who are second or third generation wrestlers or or twins or this or that. It's just 2 really great stories that they had 2 really great bookends from start to finish. So mine's the Hollywood ending. I don't know, Will, you've been keeping count? I think it's them, or is it who's the winner?
Honey, who you picked?
I picked the Blood and Guts.
It's tied. No, they win. Because Courtney, you picked Rio. You picked triple threat match, right?
No, she picked the Hollywood ending.
Oh no, we win. Yeah. The Hollywood ending got it.
I picked the Hollywood ending.
Everybody high.
Hollywood ending.
The Hollywood ending takes us the match of the year.
That was also lit live.
Yes,
it was absolutely timeless.
Mariah May, we never saw her again after that.
This is actually very true. Very true.
Ain't never
probably not. All right. This is the last category, y'all. Unless, Will, you have, I know you were saying some other ones, but like I said, you might be tired. Last the night, Wrestler of the Year. So we have Mercedes Moné, AEW, Io Sky, WWE, Rhea Ripley, WWE, Jordan Grace, NXT, Sumi, wait, I don't know, say this name, who put this name in?
Saya Kamatani.
Saya Kamatani.
Stardom. Lee Yang Lee, TNA, Tony Storm, AEW, Athena, ROH, Penelope Pink, wow. And with that, I'm gonna make my choice at the end. We will go with Ced. first.
A lot of lovely ladies on this list have had phenomenal years. I'd like to use my final cash in to add one more.
Oh.
Lola Vice is going on the nominations list, everybody. We are going to acknowledge her with the great wrestlers of the rest of this year and all the accomplishments she's made in the States, as well as the country of Mexico. So I'm going to use my final cash in to make sure she is represented on this list. As for my pick, it's obvious, guys. The CEO of everything, the continent traveling, title wearing, promotion showing up at 13 belts, got sweaty glazing men carrying her belts all around these continents, whooping ass, belt to ass everywhere. She's been the best women's wrestler as an entertainer or in ring all year. Mercedes Moné, my WWT Woman of the Year.
Will.
I second what the mayor said.
Oh,
You gonna deny it? We denied it, and I'd also like to use my last cash in as well for Roxanne Perez, just so she's on the ballot, because she also was. But how do you beat Ultimo Monet for 2025? Whether you love her, whether you hate her, who in this group had a better year than her?
What, just because she got the multiple belts, she had the better year? Is that what we're going off of?
She has the better matches as well.
Does she?
Yes, and more of them than anybody else on the list.
All right. Well, with that being said, honey, who's your pick?
Y'all are out your damn minds. That's all I'm gonna say.
Are we?
EO.
EO had 7 great matches, and I can name all of them.
Let's go.
WrestleMania.
It's not match of the year, it's wrestler of the year.
Okay.
She's worked literally every week.
So has Mercedes.
Okay, but you guys are going off based off something else.
No,
Wrestler.
we're not. No, we're not. You're going off of popularity. Who more popular than her out of everything that's been going on? Because who do we talk about more, EO or Mercedes? Mercedes.
Y'all do.
No, that girl has been the topic of almost 86% of every WWT this year. She has least been on the card.
Where's that percentage?
Well,
that's why we each have our own individual picks.
What's the percentage?
That's that Steiner math right there. But I'm saying,
that's Steiner math. Okay, I got it.
That's that Steiner math. But I'm not tripping when I say, at least once a week, Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, we have talked about Mercedes at least once or twice. When it comes to her grabbing all these belts, y'all can say whatever y'all want. No one else has done it like that in a long time outside of Ultimo Dragon. She has been the perfect heel for an entire year. She has continued to help elevate women all over there when it comes to all of this stuff. I love EO. I would want to pick EO. But as far as wrestler of the year, come on. This was it. This was Michael Jordan 6 rings in 1 year.
I said what I said.
Yeah, if Michael Jordan won like a couple of YMCA church leagues, yeah.
I still EO Sky. You
see how they do, bro.
EO Sky. Okay.
I said all right.
Kane.
You know what? I was stuck between EO and Mercedes for both reasons that Honey and Will mentioned. I think that if EO had Mercedes' schedule, then maybe, if she was afforded the opportunity to wrestle for multiple companies around the world and win those indie championships, then maybe. But, that's not the case, unfortunately. She's tied to WWE. So I think what Mercedes Moné has done hasn't been seen in, 20 plus years, especially seeing a wrestler of her caliber. It's one thing to be an indie queen or indie king and bounce around different companies and never make it to the big show. But you got somebody, shouts to Paul White, but you got somebody who has main evented multiple WrestleManias. She's done it at the highest of high levels. And just when you think she can't get no higher, she's gotten higher under a whole different name. You know what I mean? Like, she had to build the Mercedes Moné name from scratch. So that is something that you just can't take away. So that's why, unlike PWI, who named Toni Storm, I am going to name Mercedes Moné as the wrestler of the year. And that's nothing to sneeze at, nothing to yawn at. That is, you wide awake for that one right there.
The only thing higher than exactly, Dylan. Thank you. You said you took the words right out of my mouth.
Oh, what's that? That's the like.
Yeah, how they be doing? Yeah, you serving right now.
Yeah, you serving.
You serving.
The tea is hot.
The tea is hot. Right.
Yes. Clock it.
Y'all don't even look that don't even look right. Y'all doing that.
I don't know.
We don't have nails either, so it don't.
Because it's supposed to be like, it's like you got to do all the fingers and it's pinky out, dainty. Yeah.
We just like yum yum yum.
There's levels to it.
Yeah, Pac-Man. He's eating it up right now. You're right. We'll do that. He's Pac-Man.
Hey, go ahead and isolate that, Dylan. Eating it up right now. Isolate that. Thank you.
Oh my God. Would somebody please pick?
Oh, it's my pick?
Courtney.
It's my pick?
Yes.
You already know who I'm going to pick. And it's from AEW. No questions about that. No. We're not going to have this discussion because you know what this is? I'm not taking anything away from Mercedes, but let me tell you about Toni Storm. Because you know what? She may not have the same accolades as Mercedes. She may not do all around the world, but she did accomplish some things that she couldn't even do. Multi-time AEW Women's Champion. I wish she main evented against Mariah May. And she did have a stellar year because she's one of the most popular stars of AEW. And her and Mercedes faced off at All in Texas. And who was the first woman to pin her? Toni Storm. And Toni Storm was already established way before she got there. And actually, they have two things in common. They both betted on themselves and they redid their own stories, respectively. And also with the fact, too, they both had number one in PWI. Toni Storm last year, Mercedes Moné this year. There's no competition. They all have a road on where they need to be. Toni Storm's the reason I got into AEW, and this is way before a Timeless hit. But I'm picking Toni Storm. Even if I'm the solo pick, I'm going to pick her.
I don't disagree with nothing you said either, Courtney, at all. She's dope. So I can't say nothing.
It's like Eli Manning versus Brady. Tony's Eli.
But also too, though, we know PWI just didn't want to put a black woman number one. I'm just throwing that out there.
I don't know about
why
that.
Why they both had to share it? Why they had to share it when it's Mercedes time? That's all.
Share the cover. How they shared the cover.
Right. I'm like, yo, word. Tony did not have to share it last year. I'm like, all right. Now it's two.
I will say I will agree. She should have had her own cover this year. I will agree with that. She should have had her solo.
Yeah, but I agree with everything you're saying about Toni. I have no argument there. Toni did amazing this year.
Really great. I like what you said, Courtney. However, as for those WWT Live, and you know where I always return to is the money and return on investment and mainstream media. With that being said, I definitely have to give it to Mercedes because she's taken it out of just the AEW world. And she's done so many different things. And I definitely agree, you know, betting on herself and recreating herself with a different name, which is hard to do. You see so many other wrestlers do it and they don't quite, you know, make the cut. And then essentially a whole company betting on her. Because like Honey and Courtney were saying, we don't necessarily compare, but if we're going to look at those paychecks and what those signing bonuses look like, I'm willing to bet the money's on Mercedes. And with that, I bet my money on Mercedes, and I think that makes her Wrestler of the Year for the WWT 2025 award. I think that's it. Will, are there any parting words before we all say our goodbyes?
Ladies and gentlemen, whether you have a negative opinion about Mercedes Moné or you're on the right side of history and you agree with it, this is what wrestling is all about. It is all about being able to have your own opinion, stand on it, but to also show the passion that you have for what this business brings out to you. And so we just want to say here on behalf of Women's Wrestling Talk, we want to thank each and every single one of you who step in here each and every single day and have no problem expressing your opinions, whether you're terribly wrong or you're righteously right. We are glad that you are not scared to express yourself, especially in a time that we live in now where expressing yourself is being limited, it is being cut out, and it is being censored. So I myself appreciate each and every single one of you always standing 10 toes down on what you believe in, especially those here in the group, those in the chat. And I'm not going to hold up anymore because we definitely want to get out of here because it's about to be midnight on the East Coast. And we know people have things to do Monday because Christmas is right around the corner. But to everybody that has watched Women's Wrestling Talk, whether it has been the watch-alongs, whether it has been the show Monday, Wednesday, and Fridays, or even the post shows, we thank each and every one of you for supporting all of us. We cannot do this without you. Thank you. To you, thank you to TK for giving us a platform to be able to talk about one of the things that truly brings us joy, brings us pain, brings us anger, but also brings us honor and relief that we get to check out since we have been children, from a business side to an emotional side to a creative side. We thank each and every single one of y'all for being here. We will see y'all in 2026, but even before we get out of here, make sure that you support the Women's Wrestling Archive and make sure that you look out because we have so much more coming for you in 2026. I have been your host, the Councilman. Shout out to the mayor. Shout out to Kane. Shout out to Courtney Rice. Shout out to Wrestling with Honey. And last but certainly not least, thank you, TK, for giving us a place to be safe and to be able to make some of the best wrestling content on the freaking planet. Until next time, we'll see you.
Thanks for joining WWT. Don't forget to like us on all social media platforms at WW Talk Pod. Like and subscribe on all video and audio platforms like yesterday, my G. And check out our website at www.talkpod.com. Thanks for watching Women's Wrestling Talk, the #1 women's wrestling network on the planet.